So we're going to find the following for the polynomial. 6x squared, x minus 5 to the 4th, x plus 3 to the 3rd. So if you should notice that this polynomial is in factored form because it has these parentheses. So if it already has the parentheses, I don't need to do p over q, and these already tell me where it's going to hit the x-axis. So for zeros and multiplicity, I'm going to make my table. And I'm going to look at my first factor, which is 6x squared. And I'm going to set that factor equal to 0. And I'm going to solve, so divide both sides by 6. X squared is 0. Take the square root of both sides, and x is 0. So my first 0 is 0, and my multiplicity, the exponent is 2. Now I'm going to look at my second factor, x minus 5. So I'm going to set that equal to 0, just my factor. Add 5 to both sides. So x is 5. And my multiplicity, the exponent on that is 4, so my multiplicity is 4. And then my last one is x plus 3. I'm going to set that factor equal to 0. Subtract 3 from both sides. So x equals negative 3. So my last 0 is negative 3. The exponent there is 3, so that means my multiplicity is 3. So now I'm going to go ahead and graph those 3 dots. So this is 0. This is a positive 5, and then negative 3. Okay. And so now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my end behavior, and I need to use the correct notation. So to find my end behavior, I'm going to add up all of my multiplicities. So that's 2 plus 4 plus 3. So that would be 9. So my leading term is going to be x to the 9th power. With that being said, that means my arrows are going to go in opposite direction. And since it's positive at the end, it's going to be up on the right side. So that means the left side has to be down. So I'm going to connect my left arrow to negative 3. And then I'm going to look over here to see my multiplicity, and that's a positive 3. So that means it's going to go through kind of at a curve like that. And I'm going to redo it because that should be more like that. Okay. And then I'm going to look at my next 0, and I'm going to touch my next 0, which is 0. And at that 0, my multiplicity is 2. So that means it's just going to bounce off. So it's not going to go through the x-axis. It's just going to bounce off. And then my last exponent is, or my last 0, sorry, is 5. And my multiplicity is 4. So that means it's also going to bounce off and go back up. And it's going to connect right here. So now I'm going to write my notation. So as x approaches negative infinity, so if I start here at 0, if I go along here, x is getting smaller, and my y values are also getting smaller because my arrow is facing down, so that's also negative infinity. Then I'm going to do as x gets bigger. So as I go along here, my y values are getting bigger because my arrow is going up. Okay. And that's it.